Anybody else have a problem spending all their rent money on boxes? No? Just me? This is Frankie, and I just paid the previous owner my last little bit of money that was supposed to be for my mortgage. Don't tell my wife. Now, Frankie was supposed to be a quick fix and flip. But of course, right when I thought I was finished with this thing, Frankie decides that she wants to blow... You know what? I'm getting ahead of myself. Let's start at the beginning. Let freedom ring, baby! Boys, meet Frankie. Frankie, meet the boys. Frankie is short for Frankenstein because that's exactly what this truck is. Frankie has a 1985 Chevrolet Suburban chassis. Now obviously, this is not a Suburban, and that's because this cab is a 1979 K10 cab, K20, whatever. Square body, 79. And she got a couple goodies on her. Frankie's got 8-inch all-spring lift. The rear shackles are twanged out. It's touching the hanger right here. Hell yeah. With all that spring lift in there, man, this thing is stiff and bouncy AF. Will rattle the teeth out of your mouth. We got brand new 31s on this unit. Frankie skipped leg day. And very unfortunately, this thing is completely bed linered, which sucks. We got some 3500 badges for no reason. And supposedly this thing was a police car at one point. We got the little spotlight here. We got some big ass tow mirrors on this unit. And we got the most goddamn American exhaust I've ever seen. We got some generic flex hose up to some cherry bombs. We going straight up. We got some tractor flaps. Hell yeah, baby. And on top of that just being hell yeah, we got some goodies under the hood too. We got a super high flow Fram air filter. Oh god. That Edelbrock intake manifold. Looks like we got a new alternator. These are valve covers off of a Corvette. There we go. There's the freedom we were looking for, baby. We got long tube headers on this unit. Good old reliable HEI ignition. This thing's in pretty good shape. Some crusty. He must have seen my video. He put a bunch of expanding foam in here. Didn't do any Bondo or sanding or anything, and he just bed lined right over it, baby. I love it. But on top of bed lining the cab, I think this is some kind of heavy duty, like implement paint or something. Took a move right out of my playbook. They got some like heavy duty ass iron that they use to build this thing. She's solid, boys. And we got a little special aftermarket headlights. Oh baby, halos. Yuck. I'm not a fan of halos at all. Halos are cringe, man. Take me back to 2007. We got the general overview of the truck, and I'm gonna start with changing the oil because it is super dirty and over full, and we definitely got a little bit of fuel in there. Yep, that's fuel. Tasting it definitely ain't a method for the boys with soft hands, but it is a good way to tell what's going on inside the engine. If it's got fuel in it, it's probably a little rich. If it's got coolant, probably got a nipped head gasket somewhere or intake gaskets. All right, boys, oil is changed. You guys watched my videos before. You know what the most important thing is. Standard procedure. Does it do a burnout? Let freedom ring, baby. Holy shit, I literally cannot see a goddamn thing. Hell yeah. Hell, look at this. You can't see shit. That's a goddamn American V8, baby. Happy Memorial Day, America. It's coming out of this side now, too. Oh my God. That was a short burnout, dude, but it made a ton of smoke. You can't see a goddamn thing. Maybe it's a bad idea. I'm supposed to work in here. It is so thick, boys. Oh yeah, look at that. That's what I'm talking about. Took a couple thousand miles off the tires. I think this thing was a one tire fire. Yep. Rip, of course. It was on the side you guys weren't on. You guys want a goddamn burnout tire? I'll tell you what. Trivia Duraturn All-Terrain, baby. Those are the ones. A fucking smoke show. I love it. All right, boys. It's been like 30 minutes. It's the smoke cleared out good enough to where I can work now. But I gotta clean up my mess, and we'll get back to work. All right, you guys know I got ADHD and need instant gratification. I'm gonna slap a fresh coat of paint on it. So we're gonna go satin black on this boy. And then we're gonna go grab some lumber and put some fresh wood on this unit. All right, boys, the whole back half of the truck is got a fresh coat of satin black on it. It's mostly dry, but there's still a couple spots that are wet. So while that dries the rest of the way, I'm gonna take some measurements and then we're gonna run and get some lumber. All right, boys, it is the next day. We got all our deck boards for the wood bed here. These are the 8-foot standard pressure treated deck wood. And to secure them down to the frame, we got these wood to metal self-tapper screws. I've never used these before. Just ran a couple in and they work way better than I thought they would. Super thick angle iron here, so I was like, oh God. I have to drill a bunch of pilot holes to get these to go in, but these things eat. All right, boys, as we already know, this shit box is bed lined. Junk. But on top of that, there's random black spray paint all over the place. When we were doing the Alabama truck, we attempted to do things the right way, and it just felt dirty. So I'm going back to my roots, and we're gonna spray paint this unit. I'm gonna try and make the best of a bad situation, and we're gonna go with the traditional square body, like two-tone paint job, but we're gonna do a tri-tone with rattle cans, baby. So that's why I got it all taped off. I got something envisioned in my head. We'll see how it turns out. So I picked up some Universal Bonding Primer. Firmly bonds top coat to difficult surfaces. Sounded pretty fitting for this bed liner paint job. I'm gonna lay down this first coat of primer. We'll go from there. All right, boys, we got the primer on. We'll let that dry. And we're ready to spray the top coat. We're going with acrylic enamel. Gloss white, baby. That's why we used a white primer, because it's going over a dark color. It's gonna look like shit either way, but we're gonna try and do the best we can. All right, boys, we are stripping this front end because we are also painting that as well. It's a rattle can restoration, boys. I'm undecided. Are we gonna go gloss black on this and this front little, whatever that is, the headlight bezels. But I also got this little beauty here, this little billet grill. She go right on there, but you know what? I think we're gonna go with the billet grill. It's hot and it's humid outside because it's downpouring. Perfect time to paint. And I might have noticed we got a little bit of overspray. No big deal, baby. A little bit of lac thinner and a rag. Cleans right up. Sweet, no problem. All right, boys, this is enamel paint, so it's gonna take longer than your old lady takes to get ready to dry. So in the meantime, we got this all sanded down in preparation for paint. I'm out of time today, so tomorrow, bright and early, we'll get back here, shoot some color on this, and then tidy up some other things. We're getting there. I know it looks like a mess, but we're almost there, boys. I still got a couple goodies and tricks up my sleeve yet, so we'll see you boys tomorrow. You boys remember this video? Well, from when we painted the Alabama truck, I have some leftover paint. We got the front end part stripped, so it being on the front and it's gonna take the most damage from road debris and tree branches or whatever hell this thing's gonna see, we're gonna put a little bit tougher paint on it. I got the primer all mixed up now. We got the 15-minute induction period. So that's sitting. Last time we used the big cheapo gun. It came in a kit with a detail gun. Well, today, we're gonna use that little guy. For no other reason than I just want to. It's cool, it's tiny, it's mini, we got a lot in common. Fill this bad boy up, and then we're gonna spray the grill, the headlight bezels, and this little, whatever the f this is called. All right, boys, we got a little detail gun filled up with color. Start shooting some gloss black, baby. Benefits of having a shop in the middle of nowhere. Cool, guy. Thanks. All right, boys, we spent some time, we went through all the wiring, and there was a lot of to clean up. This thing is just kind of a hacked mess. So I chased down a lot of bad wiring and was just kind of cleaning up a little bit. It's still hacked, possibly worse, but everything works now. We got the headlights up and going, full power, all the running lights, halos, and as I'm sure you might have seen, we went ahead, we got some rock lights installed on this bad boy. You know the deal, baby. We gotta put boy shit on every truck we got. We lit up the rear end. I got one on each side, and we got one in the center here too. Just tapped into the already jerry-rigged wiring, which is lit up like a Christmas tree, baby. You guys may or may not have been wondering what these pieces of angle iron were for, because I didn't really tell you. Putting edging on the end of the wood to kind of preserve on the boards. We got these on the edges. This little section right here. We're gonna run another board right here. And then we got one right here as well. It's got a little dovetail trailer-esque vibe. I'm gonna get some holes pre-drilled in here because these screws are nice and beefy, boys. And they split the planks. So here we go, boys. You guys ever seen them old station wagons where it's got that third row, but it's facing backwards, so you're looking out the rear window? Well, this is something I've always wanted to do with the truck, and this is the perfect candidate for it. I got 2 of them, and these bad boys are going right here. You know we love our GMT 800s, baby. Well, this is an 800 seat. This is the work truck trim, but all the 800s, they have the seat belts built into the seat. It works out too perfect to not try. This is something I've always wanted to do, is put a couch or a bench seat, or in this case, 2 buckets in the bed of a truck. We got all these heavy duty steel cross members from the flatbed anyways, so I devised a little plan here so the seats will actually be bolted to the frame of the truck, and it'll be nice and secure. Just really sketchy. Just the way we like it, baby. Safety third. Boys, this is gonna work. Woo! We got the fronts in. It's looking good. I have a problem throwing things away. I cannot get rid of something that I could use in 10 years from now. It's a problem that I have. Well, it just paid off today, baby. I've had these grade 8 bolts for probably literally almost 10 years. Sitting in my drawer, didn't have any use for them until today. These are the exact bolts I got. They're just longer. So we ain't even got to make a hardware store run, baby. Woo! The Chevrolet gods are looking out for us, boys. This thing's going to be sick. Good morning, motherfucker. Last night, we got the chairs mounted in the bed, secured to the frame, and they are rock solid, boys. Check these out. Moves the whole truck. Worked out just like I hoped it would. And then as you could see, to top it all off, we got a cooler here, so my passengers back here can enjoy a little beverage while we're on the road. They ain't in the cab. Can't get in the open container. You gotta know the laws well so you know how you can finesse them. This thing's gonna be so cool for just summertime driving. It'd be sick in parades, put a little whatever decorations here, be a good parade truck, or you go bury it in a mud hole. Hell yeah, this thing's sick. But she's solid, looks fantastic. We got the cooler on, we did some paint. I think we're pretty much there. I may or may not have something in the works, one more special item. We'll see what happens. I think since we got her pretty much completed, let's turn the key on this pig, fire it up, take it down the road. Destination, the gas station. Because we gotta get some beer for our beer cooler, baby. So let's rip this turd down the street. Hell yeah, baby. Right to life. Well, boys, as soon as I got onto the road, she started missing it. She's out of fuel, so hopefully we can make it to the gas station. It's shifted a second. All I can do is idle it. If I give it gas, it just breaks up really bad. Big rip. We're probably going a smooth 6 mile an hour, if that. So we're just riding the shoulder, baby. The gas station's within sight. We made her. It's idling perfect. I don't know, it's breaking up all of a sudden. Put some fuel in it and hopefully that solves our problem. All right, this is weird. I had to literally shove 6 gallons in it because it kept puking it out and shutting off the pump, and it was literally just chilling out in the filler neck. This tank is gigantic. I know it's bigger than 6 gallons. So I don't know what's up with that, but hopefully it's enough. All right, well, she start back up. Okay, fired right up. That's a good sign. Well, here goes nothing. Okay, she got a little power back. She's ripping now, boys. We didn't lose the seats yet. Never mind. Too good to be true. Just when I thought we were done with this thing. Okay, if we turn it off, turn it back on, let's see what happens. It does nothing. God damn it. Okay, I just turned the key and it fired back up, no problem. Electrical gremlins, baby. I told you this thing was kind of sketchy on the wiring. Okay. All right, boys, cool down a little bit. I pulled out 3 plugs on the passenger side. We got out 2, 4, and 6. According to the interwebs, the timing mark, it's got too much timing in it, and it is like dry fouled or carbon fouled or whatever, so we're a little rich. I know literally nothing about carburetors. You know, I might be able to figure out a single cylinder carburetor, but V8. So I'm gonna go do some digging on the interwebs. Come back to this tomorrow. I gotta go pick up my kids, so see you boys tomorrow. All right, boys, it is the next day. I was doing a little bit of research, and from what I was finding, HEI, maybe not all that reliable. Good old reliable HEI ignition. The coil and the ignition control module are pretty common failure points. So I got the distributor taken apart. We're gonna test on those. Set our meter to ohms. So we're checking resistance. Your yellow and your red, that's your primary windings, and it should be less than 1 ohm. So we got 0.6, that's good. And our secondary windings, here, you grab our little ground strap, the black wire, and then here, that's where the little button on your distributor goes. This was, what was it, anywhere from 3,000 to 30,000 ohms. So this is 9.45 kiloohms, so 9,400 ohms. So this coil is good and in spec. The ignition control module, so this is the old one. I already got it yanked out, and I picked up a new one on the way in. So I'm really hoping, slam this bad boy in, and that'll be the solution to our problems. All right, my bad, boys. I forgot to turn the camera on before I started it up, but we got her running. We're gonna get her up to 10, see if she's missing. So far, so good, but you know, it's when it gets hot, that's when it starts up, so get some heat in it, see what happens. I'm sure you can tell by the look on my face. It's doing the same shit. Put the camera down, let it cool down, went to fire it up again, and now this motherfucker won't even run at all. So that new ignition control module we put in, I think is smoked. Yep, electronic wiring nightmare. So I called my buddy Brett. He's on his way here. He's a square body fanatic genius. But I told him what was going on, and he's like, does it only do it when it's up to temp? I say, yep. He's like, I think it's the ignition control module. You know, a pretty common issue. And I'm like, yeah, that's what I thought too. I just put one in it, and it's still doing the same shit. Now it don't run at all. So now we got to put the old one back in, and hopefully that one still works. But I know that the voltage is way high. He was telling me these E-fans, he said they might have the power robbed off of the power for the HEI. Very well could be. It's such a rat's nest not to go through it and look. I already cut it back a little bit. This one, see, is grounded right to chassis, right there. And it was spliced in to these green wires right here. And I put my test light on it. That thing's power. He took a hot wire and just grounded it. What the hell is going on there? So I'm surprised this thing didn't burn down. Only is it a mess up there. Underneath the dash. Rat's nest of shit everywhere. But either way, he's on his way. I'm gonna have him put his eyes on it. But I'm gonna start pulling apart this distributor while he's on his way here. Okay, it is the next day. Yesterday, Brett came over. He's kind of like a square body wizard, and he was kind of scratching his head too. He's like, it's running like timing's off. So we're twisting on the distributor, and it made absolutely zero change. As well as he's like, this carburetor is way too big for this motor. It's a 750. He turned the idle mixture screws all the way in, and it's still idle just fine. He gave me a new distributor because he told me, he's like, I think this thing's just plumb wore out. It's not, you know, the direct answer we were hoping for. And then when we did pull it out, I don't know if you can see that right there, but that is a chipped tooth on the distributor gear. Because he has so many of these, he had literally this exact distributor laying around. He said, you can have it, man, just stab it in and get this thing going. So huge shout out to Brett for that. So this morning, that's what I did. Stabbed the new distributor in, got all the wires hooked back up. We're gonna twist the key on this pig and see if she fires up, put some temp in it. See if she's still misfiring. My hopes are not high at all. Here goes nothing, boys. Oh, sounds like it had too much timing in it there. All right, well, let me dial back the timing on there. I mean, that's a good sign because it wouldn't do when we twisted the old one, so let's see. All right, all I did is give the carb a couple pumps and then she came to life. But I don't know if it's the carb that needs to be adjusted or the timing. Yeah. Stand by. Alright, I gave it a little bit of idle just to keep it alive so I can start adjusting shit and see what it does. I'm gonna grab my timing light, see kind of where we're at. We did it, boys. We did it. Readjusted the distributor multiple times. Initially had way too much advance. But base timing is set, 16 degrees. She's running mid, boys. Finally. All right, boys. We got her nice and dialed, running good. When I told you I went out to Racine the other day to pick up something a little special, we got some boggers, baby. These are TSL Thornbirds. They're absolutely weathered and beat to shit. But they look badass. So part 2 or 3 or however many attempts we've made, going to the gas station, let's get our beer, fill our cooler, and then we'll call that a success. And she's going for sale, boys. Off to the gas station. She's been running for like 25 minutes, boys, and she is running perfect. But it looks like we're gonna make it. Hell yeah, baby. At the gas station with the truck completed, boys. Hell yeah! We did it, boys. Cooler's got the ice in the bush in it. Next test, make it back to the shop. Oh yeah. Right to life, boys. She's dialed. About 40 miles an hour, it starts shaking the teeth out of your face. Tires are absolutely shot, boys. And on to the next one. All right, y'all. Eat all your pizzas and pizza. I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.